like this. All right, let's do this. Okay, guys. So we're gonna look at Bitcoin, what's happening right now, and so basically what we have right here is so streaming makes it a little laggy. Okay. So what we're looking at, let's start with the daily. Obviously, this red dot has been confirmed. VWAP coming down. This still looks somewhat bullish. I mean, this is the bearish scenario. Say we topped out, we go bearish, you know, like that. Bullish scenario, somehow, you know, we come up, something like this, brings us to a peak in, well, I mean, we'll see. It's hard to say. But that would bring us farther. And daily right now, with the VWAP coming down, it looks like we do have some room to come down. I mean, we could have a scenario like this happening, something like that maybe, until we get, you know, looks like it comes up and back down, or we could just go straight back up. So yeah, and like that. And let's see here. So basically here, you know, let's look at the so the 6 hour. This is the main thing you want to worry about. So 6 hour right here, we're crossing into the red coming down. You know, I talked about this in my my video yesterday. What happened when this occurred? Well, right here, and then up to, wait, why isn't that? Oh, I got the magnet tool on, that's why. 57, 57% correction, or 57% increase. Not saying that's gonna happen, not saying we're gonna go down that low. Where would that bring us? Oof, oof, ooh, oh boy. 57 would bring us down to 20,000. Well, if we do come down to 20,000, we'll get a nice bump off of that. That'll probably be a nice long position for a little bit. Not saying that's what's going to happen. I think that's pretty unlikely that that would happen. But yeah, we definitely, and more likely than not, are going to come down lower from this. I mean, the VWAP is starting to curve here, but yeah, I mean, there's always volatility in the price. Nothing goes straight up or straight down. We'd all be billionaires if it did, probably. So 4 hour VWAP is coming up slightly. I still think we have room to come down more here, at least what it thinks. I mean, we are toying with that that spider line. 1 hour still in the red. It may be not the worst place to go long if we do cross over here. I wanted to switch over to Gemini because I have different spider lines on Gemini, a little bit different. Yeah, so my spider lines are a little better here. I'm gonna take a look at the chat. Okay, so everything looks okay. Please tell me market cipher is coming today. Do you think that can? Okay, so it looks like we're good right now. We have about 143 people on. Okay, awesome. So basically, you know, nice. That would have been a nice scalp trade. If you guys want, this is like a cool tip. I mean, I learned this from Jason Casper, but everyone knows how to do this. If you go like, where do we want to go? Here with the VWAP up to the last swing high. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Get that what did Jason Casper call it? Chickens drinking water wick, that bullish wick. Take first profits there, take 40% out of your position there, and then let it ride. Great trading strategy. Can't go wrong with that usually. So yeah, let's look at the 15-minute here. So still in the red. It looks like we do have a bit of time to come down a little bit more. Red dot printing confirms in 8 minutes. Let's see here. If we go through the last like hump or whatever, I mean, it would probably keep going down for the next couple hours. Maybe we'd come down for the next couple hours, and then we would, you know, something like this maybe until that time I showed you, and then, you know, either it'll be the time of truth. Either we're going to get off of this, or we're going to go down farther. I'm leaning that we'll probably go down a little bit farther. Right here, and 10-minute was interesting. I was looking at this earlier. So it's kind of the same deal with the 10-minute. Maybe you'll, I mean, it doesn't even look like we're gonna come into the green, but if we do come into the green, this is what could happen here. So up here and then down, that would maybe a good place to go short, assuming we come up maybe around midnight, maybe a little bit earlier. If we come up, maybe we'll come up here. We'll see how it rejects. If we get off this spider line, see if we get a rejection, go down, or possibly bullish case, less likely, go higher. You know, the sentiment is kind of there's people on different sides. Like one thing anecdotally that happened to me a few days ago, people are going to say this is nonsense, but I was talking to a guy I know who's like in his 70s, and he was asking me about Bitcoin, like should I buy or whatever. And usually people that age are like so anti like anything like this. If somebody like that is talking to you about Bitcoin, oh, that's like Tom Brady putting laser eyes on his Twitter page. That's where you know it's going down. That's where you got to short with all your might, not financial advice. But yeah, let's see. Anyone saying can't be lost? Someone is 50-50 is someone who's constantly second trades. Hopefully it's a FIDNate, VWAP. Oh, did I call the FID the VWAP? Oops. Smash the like button, guys, if you like the content. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Okay, let's get into ETH. That's basically Bitcoin right now. So if you want to know what I'm doing, I'm not in any trades right now. I got stopped on my long and massive profit when this went down here. So when I was asleep, I think, around late last night. So let's look at ETH a little bit. So Ethereum, spider lines aren't as confident on Ethereum. These are kind of just some interesting things that I've been toying around with on Ethereum back here. If you want to know how I drew these spider lines, right up to there, all through that, from that there, and yeah, let's look at the daily on Ethereum. So this is basically the same thing as Bitcoin. I mean, you have this divergence playing out here. You could draw this, where's our trend line, and here to here, and then here to here. So that's a nice little divergence there. And yeah, let's see here, get out of that. Okay, so let's look at the 8 hour. Money flow coming down. This is probably even slightly more bearish than Bitcoin. Ethereum normally follows Bitcoin just to way more volatile version. Money flow coming out. If we have a crossover on the 8 hour, when could that happen? 27th around. Okay, so tomorrow maybe that'll probably give us. We'll see if we hold this spider line. What happened here when we came up? What percentage was that? Here to here, you know, 40, 50%. Increase. If we come back down from here, if we cross over, let's see, it'd probably be around the spider line, 50%. That would bring us back down. Ooh, 1,400. I mean, this is like, this is like worst case scenario, I'd say. I don't think we're going to come down that low, but that's worst possible case scenario. This is like Richard Hart, Hex is taking over, going to infinity while everything else goes to zero scenario. Will it happen? Oh God, I hope not. I'm gonna have to sell a lot of my Bitcoin and Ethereum holdings if that does play out. But right now, I'm comfortable keeping my HODL stack. So same thing in the 6 hour. This is the same. I mean, these follow each other so well with Bitcoin. So from this spider line up to here, 60% increase, and so let's say we go down 60%. Where would that leave us? Oh, perfect on this spider line, about 1,200. Oh God, what would happen if we went to 1,200? Just the sentiment. Oh my God, the notion, the attitude of the people. Oh my God, what would? I just don't know what would. All hell would break loose. Let's hope that doesn't happen. I mean, it'd be a nice short if it does. We short too on this channel, so be all right. So yeah, here to this this one. All right, so this would be a little bit. Is this the same type of, let's see here, on the 3 hour, all the way up to, yes, it gets worse and worse and worse. I'm not even gonna bother with that, but it's more likely than not we're going down, guys. I mean, anything could happen, not financial advice, literally anything could happen. It's crypto, but more likely than not, we are going down here. So, what should you do with Ethereum? Basically the same thing here. 15-minute might not be the worst place to start shorting right now, honestly. It might not be a bad short entry. Not financial advice. Now, this is financial advice. Anything could happen. Anything could happen, but may not be the worst place. 10-minute, let's check this out. Yeah, well, I mean, you know, if that curves more, I mean, maybe you have something like this, and then you could short until the end of the day, and you'd probably be okay. Take profits around here first. 1 hour, let's do the same technique as I showed you with Bitcoin. And let's see something here. Okay, so where would we want to take our profits here? So we are I'm trying to go from maybe that level would be good up to when was the high there? Okay, so yeah, if you went short, first profits would be here, maybe even sooner because ETH is so volatile. Be careful, guys. And then here, and then so on and so forth. Be interesting to see what happens if we come down to that spider line. So that's the main analysis on ETH. Let me look at the chat. Okay. Yeah, I know it's only on the left. I gotta figure that out. I hope that didn't ruin you guys too much. It can be brutal, higher temperature. Also, okay, that's awesome, guys. Oh wow, there's so many chats. I don't even know if I could get through all this. Okay. How much is the course? You got to look at it. I forget the exact price. It's not too expensive. Click the link. 17% off. Okay. 17% off though. Okay, talking about the course. Yeah, I agree with that. Has New York taken opium for Bitcoin? Yeah, not too much. Not too much. I think, obviously anything could happen, but I think we're gonna continue to correct. I mean, keep an eye on when you see all the big Twitter people start saying oh, it's coming back, it's coming back. That's usually when it's gonna just correct more. ETH definitely, yeah, we'll see, man. XRP, XRP, I don't really like to even trade or do anything with that. What about the bullish div on the ETH 2 hour? Let's look at that. Interesting. Okay, so let's see here. Bullish div ETH. I mean, yeah, you could possibly. That's the bullish case. I mean, you do have the VWAP coming up on the Ethereum 2 hour. That would bring us up to here, but I mean, this is not the highest, this dot, when does this confirm? An hour. This could totally not confirm, and then we just go farther down with this, and we go do something like this, you know what I mean, and come down to the spiral line. So yeah, it could be, or it could be not be. Let's look at ADA just a little bit. People have been asking about ADA. Cardano, daily for Cardano, same deal. This is a high green area. We got the fierce rejection off of $3. VWAP coming down. In all likelihood, we're going to come down more. What are our next resistance points? I mean, 250 after that, probably 227. More likely than not, we will come down to this pocket. If we lose this pocket, we could come down farther. Let me get the magnet off. We could come down, $2. You'll hit a lot of resistance here. If you lose that, $1.75, so on and so forth. This does look like, this is beginning to look like a scenario like that. Like something like that crap. So yeah, that's ADA. Let's look at the smaller time frames. Yeah, I mean, what's interesting with trading altcoins, I do hold some ADA long term that I earn interest on that I won't sell, but I like it as a long-term project, but I do have some shorter term, and really what I'm looking for, I'm still holding it. I've been shaving off some of it as we've gone up. Took some major profits up here on this red dot, kind of a no-brainer there. I'm going to be probably taking some more. I didn't even look at this. I'm going to be probably taking some more profits off of this. We're coming into the red on the 4 hour. So let's see here. Let's see. 140, 150% correction. Oh my God. Where would that bring us to? Okay, so we're going down to negative $1, guys. So great short here. I'm just kidding. But no, I don't think we're going to come that low. In reality, I'll probably hit off one of the points that I showed you before. We could look at some fib levels here. That'd be interesting. Here, hitting a nice fib level, I think, in all likelihood. I mean, maybe we'll get, I mean, something like that. I mean, nothing goes up and down just straight on, but I mean, in all likelihood, we're going to come down a little bit more on these unless something crazy happens. Don't want to sound like the biggest bear in the room, but yeah, let's see what people are saying. Bro, thanks, Aaron. Let's see here. Solana long or short. Sell news. No big corrections are healthy. Yep. Okay. So I know it's on. The next live stream would be better. I don't know. I'm using a $400 microphone. I got it plugged into an interface. I don't know why I can't get it on both sides. Just absolutely ridiculous. Why that's happening. But oh well. Man, you got to use stop losses, man. Like that shouldn't be happening, bro. ADA or Bitcoin more risk free? You know the answer to that, man. It's usually Bitcoin's going to be less volatile, man. It always is. Let's see what was small trade down 200. How could you be down when did you get liquidated? Okay, check your headphone. Okay, liquidation $1. You guys are taking some big risks here. It's not the way I trade. Best tips for beginner trader: don't use high leverage. Don't trade unless you're very, 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 very confident. The two number one rules for trading, guys, and this is life changing. Two number one rules is number one rule: anything could happen, and number two rule: you don't need to know exactly what's going to happen to make money. You need to hedge your bets. Another rule for trading, another big beginner tip, I would say, most important thing, is don't put all your trade in at the same time. Put part of it in here. You know, if we go down low, say you're longing, put part of it in here. We go down lower, put a little bit more in, and then know your stop losses. And you need to know how much you're willing to lose in each trade, how much you're willing to lose for the trade to work out. Read the book Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. That helped me out a lot in the beginning, all about psychology of trading. Just needs to be paying. Yeah, I know, guys. Next time it'll be better. If you have speakers on, I guess headphones it would suck. Move away from all the time. I'll figure it out, man. Polkadot. I could look at Polkadot. It's probably the same exact nonsense as Cardano. Yeah, this is, oh my God, this is bad. This is how not to trade, guys. This is what you don't do. This is how, if I wanted to lose money, I would do that. Yeah, we've all been there in the beginning. The only way that ever works is if you're on really, really low leverage, like the technique Willy Woo uses that technique where he just goes on like 1x leverage and just keeps riding it up because he's basically betting it's not going to go below. I think the liquidation point for that is would be like 20K or whatever. So yeah. Yep. Yeah, exactly. I don't have like an option. Like I don't know how to do that. Can I do that? Does anyone know? Can I change the mic on OBS? Does anyone? I'll show you guys OBS. Like what do I do to fix that? Does anyone know? The one that's the audio engineer. Yeah, it's true. Short or long? I'm leaning towards short, not financial advice. That's a good point. Okay, no one knows how to. I just don't. Properties here. There's no like. See, it's just selecting it. There's no way to. You go here. Settings. Yeah, there's no. On the Scarlet. Is it a button I press? Oh wait, let me try this. How about now? Any difference now, guys? Yeah, there's no like option to. Oh, maybe. Oh, is it better now? No, it's still not. Hold on. Oh, maybe that. No. Yeah, sorry guys. I don't see a way to fix it, unfortunately. Oh well. Not the end of the world. But oh, maybe could it be that? Hold on. No, that did nothing. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's fine. All right. Solana pump. Yeah, what goes up must come down. Let's look at Solana. Because I don't own Solana, and it was, you know, I didn't really, is that where people are buying it on FTX? Interesting. Yeah, I mean, we'll probably, I mean, a lot of resistance here, maybe. The bullish scenario, you know, you get a hit off of this. This would be a big resistance point. Right here's another big resistance point. I mean, a lot of people, the bears, are going to tell you, I mean, they're going to draw on this and they're going to be like, you know, back to 60 or whatever, which isn't, oh wait, I'm not even on the 4 hour, but, oh yeah, this was, actually, let's look at the, oh, this just went to infinity. Oh my, oh wow, okay. If it goes down to 50, that might be a good buy, if you believe in it as a project. 45, I mean, that ain't look half bad on the daily though, but I feel like that's got to be some type, because if Bitcoin and all others go down, it's got to be some type of bull trap. I mean, that VWAP coming up there. The thing is, like, I mean, when you're this high into, I mean, here it was all right. You would at least have some consolidation here. I mean, at least, and then most likely, I mean, the bulls may make the argument, you know, this is a bull pennant, and then you come up another that bring us up to you know, something like that, 100. A lot of psychological resistance at 100 probably. Let me look at the yeah, this is where it looks more like reality on the 2-day here. As you know, there's no money coming into this. Like, this is just, I mean, unless it's taking a while to reflect it, and you have the red dot, which these mean business usually. I mean, they do play out. They've all, except this one. I mean, there's probably an 80, you know, 70-80% chance we're gonna have a big correction here. 12 hour, that is just, I mean, VWAP coming up. I mean, yeah, it's weird with some of these altcoins. It's tougher with some of these altcoins, but I mean, I personally would not be buying this right now. So yeah, we have the thick into the green here, and yeah, that's coming down. So that'd be a good place to sell if you guys are still trying to hang on for hope here. 4 hour, probably would bring us down to like 40. That would be a good place. I'd look for here, probably around 42, 43, something like that. This will probably, in all likelihood, let's look at the 3 hour. It's priority. Yeah. Most likely we're coming down. Okay. Terra Luna. You have to output the mix as stereo. I don't know how to do that. Yeah, I don't know how to do that, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, it says sure SM7B. Way down this morning. Luna's probably the same as some of this other one that peaked. I'm not gonna look at that one too much, but 25 studio rooms up to 25K right now. Sounds great. I mean, Doge Father, do you know what I could click? Is there a way to click on here to fix it? It's probably a Scarlet. I don't know how to is there a button on my Scarlet 2i2 interface that I can make it stereo? I don't see any button to fix that. Easier way to lose money than crypto trading. Funny. Okay. I don't trade in cross margin. I don't even know enough about that. I would have to research that some more. I always trade in isolated. I always trade cross. Good for you if you know what you're doing. Dent? I don't even know what that is. What time frame is it? You should look at a lot of time frames. It really depends, man. It really depends what you're trying to do. Okay. Theta, yeah, Theta no one's talked about. That'd be interesting. Okay, so let's do a top to bottom analysis here. Interesting. It's like a V-shaped recovery. That's tough to say right here. You know, I mean, after coming up that much, let's look at some other time frames. Let's see here. So I got a message. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, high up there looks like, you know, well-needed correction on the 12-hour. That would probably, you know, where did we move up here? You know, when we crossed over, how much did this come up? 23%. So how much would that bring us down to? Another $5. The psychological thing with some of these is they do have, I feel like the ones that are priced lower do move up, don't crash as much and do move up more, like Cardano, because it's a psychological thing. You think it's low, so it can only go higher. That's why more people buy it. 6 hour. Yeah, if that goes, I mean, in all likelihood, we will correct some more as long as that that goes under 4 hour. You can probably see it. Yeah. I mean, it's choppy here, but yeah, in all likelihood, I mean, this would be a good place to look at it. I mean, for something. I mean, you know, look at the let's try the Fibonacci. Show the Fibonacci. Get our magnet off. Get this shit off. Hitting that level. I mean, yeah. There would be a good place to buy in. Maybe less. I mean, you gotta see. You gotta play it by ear. I don't personally own Theta. I don't even know. I don't know what this does or anything about this. Well, diamond at a 2 hour. Yeah, most likely we come down more. Okay, Dogefather. Let's see here. What do I trade on? BITGET and FEMEX. That's true. I mean, for swing trading, yeah, for day trading. For substream output options before starting to stream. Seems to be outputting your off. Yeah, that's true. Okay, once you have set your audio device and properties, you could then exit that window whenever you. That's how I probably. Okay, all this is done on OBS, or what is this done on? Okay, once you've set your advanced audio, I don't see. Oh, okay. Once exit when advanced audio. Where is advanced audio properties? Oh, audio gear icon cog. No, here. No. Oh, here. Okay. Now what? There's just this. This is all I see. Oh, edit. Okay. Okay, in the top. How was I supposed to know about that? Oh, okay, okay. Okay, now what do I hit? Mono. Oh, maybe this? Did that do it? Find audio source code. Duplicate signals? There's no button for that, guys. Did that fix it? No. Did it work? Fixed? Oh, awesome. Okay, cool. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, great. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, let me answer some more questions here. Gotcha. Thank you so much. I didn't know about that. Okay, so what do we want? Thoughts on Bitcoin? I talked about it in the beginning. I'm bearish on both right now. I think we're having at least a healthy correction here. What is the current price? Let's see what the current price is. Yeah, we're coming down more. I mean, it doesn't look like, it looks like more of this scenario is playing out in the 10-minute rather than the bearish scenario coming down like this. Might not be the worst place to enter a short. I may look to enter a short right after I finish the stream. I'd say in all likelihood, you know, I mean, where do we have the blood diamond? Yeah, in all likelihood, we'll probably come down to this point. I mean, let me show you where you want to look for fib levels, where you want to look to take profits here. We would go, yeah, let's go from here all the way up to here. on the hour. So yeah, perfect place to take some profits right there, and then so on and so forth on the fib level. That's how I do it, and then you always let some keep going. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, sure, SM. Do I dabble in DeFi at all? I do have a small position in Avalanche. In terms of DeFi, I don't do yield farming, if that's what you're getting at. I was almost going to FOMO into a Dino swap, but I never got around to it. Is it too late to go short on Bitcoin, Ethereum? Probably not, man. Probably not, but not financial advice. Anything could happen here. Probably not too late to go short. Let's see. I'll answer a few more questions. How long have we been on for? Where do I see how long we've been on for? I don't. How do you? Come on. Like, how do I see how? Does anyone know? Do you think we'll see bounce from the fib? It's looking pretty rough heading towards the end of the week. No, I don't think we'll see. I mean, we'll see. I mean, nothing goes straight down. I mean, were you talking about this fib line around here? I mean, yeah, we may see a bounce. I mean, but I think. I mean, let's see. Let's look at the 4-hour VWAP. VWAP kind of coming up. Yeah, I mean, it depends. It really depends what happens with this this 4-hour VWAP. I mean, in all likelihood, I think. I mean, that's a fat hump up there, and then I mean, we could come up this and then go more. I mean, it wouldn't be that far, but yeah, I think this is worrisome on the 6-hour. I don't like what I'm seeing on the 6-hour. It's worrisome. I mean, this VWAP coming down, this could, you know, essentially go into the red. There's a lot of things to worry about here. I mean, the 2-day, I mean, CryptoFace was talking about this earlier. We do have the VWAP coming down. I mean, if the VWAP the bullish scenario here, but that would still probably bring us down a little bit more before we correct there. And then the 3-day, that's okay. This if anything's going to tell you we're going down, this is what a lot of people don't know about. Red blood diamond, that's big. First of all, that is huge. I mean, when that would probably, especially when you don't have money coming in. But this is the other thing I want to tell you about. This is a big hump right when you have a big VWAP like with a lot of meat, that means you normally come down a lot. That means big correction. I mean, it's hard to say, but I think there's going to be a lot of resistance at 42K. I think 40K will probably be a lot of resistance if we do come that low. I think the best case scenario, and you know, anything could happen with this obviously, but I would think, you know, in all likelihood we'll probably come down to 44 or 45 from this. I mean, when's the last time something like this has happened? When's the last time you had I mean, it hasn't happened in a while, so it's funny because this completely like invalidates what I just said. But the thing is, money's coming in, so it's not as accurate there. But when money's coming out, let's see when we had like money come. Okay, here we go, money coming out. We're in a red area, and then we finally cross below here. You know, how much? I think I talked about this yesterday. How much are we going down? We're, you know, 57% there, down 57%. So I'm not saying we're going to go down that low. I hope we don't. I don't think we will. But I mean, 50. Where would that bring us? 20. There is a possibility for 20K. Oh God, I hope that doesn't happen. I really hope that doesn't happen. So many people are going to leave the crypto space if that happens. But yeah, let's see some other questions. Okay, thanks guys. Thanks for telling me that. Okay. What level is the spiral line? I'd have to zoom in, man. No. So basically, for guys who are new at this, shots for cryptocurrency. Okay, so a question like this, like, so on lower time frames, I never really look at the 1 minute, but on really low time frames, I'd say below like the 30-minute, you want to look at more at money flow and momentum waves. Ignore the dots; those don't really mean anything. I mean, let's look at the 1 minute here. I'm not even gonna bother really, but you know, it's not. If you do use the 1 minute, and I don't really, this is more for scalp trading, but you know, if you Yeah, this is like a real, like what percentage? Money flow crossover on 1 minute there. Where would that have brought you to? What type of percentage would this be? I mean, 10x leverage, you get 7% out of there. Yeah. You want to look more. Money flow, momentum waves on lower time frames. Bullish long term, but bearish short term. Okay. Look at the weekly on Bitcoin. There is a blue triangle. Okay, let me check that out. Man. Yeah, so I mean, this doesn't look too bad, but you do have the VWAP coming down. I mean, and you do have that wave, so that would be the bullish scenario. I mean, the weekly is such a high time frame. Like, this still could play out after you have a correction down to like 42 or so. You know what I mean? Like the weekly is not like the week. I mean, this would bring us up to that would have us peak out, you know, around December or around January. I think that would keep the old cycles if we do continue that, and that would bring us to the $100,000 to $200,000 Bitcoin. I think, you know, most likely that scenario will still play out. I'm still bullish on Bitcoin. I think this is more of a healthy correction, but the other things, you know, I am getting scared with the other things. I mean, that would bring us, you know, give or take. It'd probably be, if we do have the $100,000, I mean, well, it would be actually, hold on. And then, yeah, something like, that would bring, yeah, right around it. It would look something like that. That's exactly what it would look like, you know, some crap like that. So, yeah. No Spawn will tell you Blue Triangle. Great, honest TI. Thanks for the stream. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Before we actually, yeah, there's a chance. I mean, there's probably a 10% chance of that, I'd say, honestly, man. It's a low chance, but I mean, anything's possible. But in all likelihood, I mean, that won't happen. Thoughts on ICP? I know nothing about it. It does seem like a decent project, though. We could look at that a tiny bit. There's probably not going to be really anything on that because you can't even probably go to high time. Well, turn it back. That's bear it back into the. It's choppy there. You got to look at. Let's see, 12-hour bearish into the red. Bearish. I mean, I don't know about long term, but right now I ain't buying this. That's what I'll tell you. Let's see. What do you think about Dash? I don't know much about it, man. I think I've heard it's a decent project. I think BitBoy likes it. What coins do I prefer for trading? Bitcoin, Ethereum are the main coins. Those are the only coins I leverage trade. For other coins like ADA, I just buy and sell just on spot exchanges mainly. Just no leverage. To keep the sheep out of the money. It's hard to say what happened day to day. I mean, yeah, Elon does. He manipulates it less than you would think. I mean, when Elon, I want to show you guys one thing. Like, let's go back to the daily on Bitcoin. So Elon tweeted around May, somewhere around. I mean, it was already basically, you know, coming down, but we had this money flow crossover, this huge money flow crossover. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe right here happened before Elon stopped taking payments for Tesla, stopped taking the Bitcoin payments for Tesla. I think it happened before. So I mean, he could have, you know, caused it to go down. Maybe it would have went down only to 40K instead. I mean, I don't think it's that big a deal. I don't know what the hell that guy's doing. I mean, I don't know enough about it. The thing is, like, when you have somebody like Elon, what was I? I'm losing my train of thought. Oh geez, why did I forget what I was going to say? It was something important too. About oh yeah. I feel like he kind of did manipulate it down a little bit because he now claims that SpaceX owns Bitcoin and he probably bought Ethereum for himself when it was down. So maybe he did manipulate it to a certain extent. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, I would agree on that. Doge is interesting because it's like such an unlimited supply. Engine coin, that's an NFT coin. Oh, okay. It's too small for us to read. Which one you were answer? Okay, so JD, please. Taylor. Okay. How much do you see? That's tough to say, man. How much do you really see alts dropping when Bitcoin dominance just got rejected off the trend line? It's tough to say. It's tough to. I think they will drop. You know, they're more volatile versions of Bitcoin. I think they will probably drop more if Bitcoin, you know, breaks below 45. I think. I know everyone talks about that. Was it 21 SMA line? I don't know enough about that to really comment, but I know if Bitcoin, like this is a time to take profits, guys. This is the time. If you made a lot of money on ADA, if you made a lot of money on ICP, if you made a lot of money on Theta or anything, this is the time to take profits. Okay, and there's one other. We'll look at. You know, I want to look at Hex because I was talking about Hex. Hex is like the one coin I keep waiting for the dip. I've been waiting for the dip on this for like 20 years now, and it's never happened. Yeah, I was talking about a dip yesterday down to like 15. It's not. I'm gonna probably just FOMO in on this. I mean, let's look at this. This is a 2 hour. Let's go to daily. VWAP, that looks healthy. Why is this outperforming? Why does this keep going up? What is going on with this crap? I might have to FOMO into this, guys, honestly. Not financial advice. I've been waiting, so I might just DCA into this a little bit. Might put like $200 in, then put another 1,000 next week or so. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, that looks healthy. That looks pretty. I mean, it does look. Let's see. That's juicy. This is still looking healthy. Why does this? I guess that maybe the average, because Richard Hart is getting bigger, just the way it's been advertised. I guess that could be a little scary though on the 4 hour. I mean, it could be a bull trap there. If you have something like maybe we'll come up a little bit and then there. So I mean, it's hard to say. If it's a long, I might just buy this for long term. I mean, that doesn't look too. Yeah, coming back into the green. I mean, it could just get choppy and then go down. So yeah, and let's see. Okay. Dot. Okay, I'm gonna spend a few more minutes, look at a few more things. I'll look at Dot like somebody wanted, like LC. I'll answer LC's question and look at Dot. Let's look at Dot. Okay, so let's do a top down. This is looking as bad as anything else. I mean, VWAP coming down on the 2 day. I mean, you do have money flow coming up, but yeah, I think in all likelihood, yeah, this is another great place to probably take some profits. I mean, we could bottom out on the daily soon, and then okay, so we are hitting some resistance here. I mean, if you look at the 12, I mean, it does. I mean, when you're this high up into the green, I mean, in all likelihood, what must come up has to come down. So where would we end up? I mean, keep coming down until September 20th, and then have an eventual, reversal. That could be one scenario where we just correct now for another month or keep going down. Everyone thinks the bull run's over. Everyone thinks it's completely over or whatever, and then come end of September, October, then we get the last leg up to December where all-time high is $100,000 Bitcoin. I know you wanted targets. Well, we could take out the fib. Let's see here. Good place to take profits if you're short from up here. Great place, $22, 19. And then, yeah, you may hit some at 17, but 14. I mean, if the most bearish scenario comes out, I mean, we'll probably have a $14 dot or whatever. I mean, let's see here. Let's look at the daily action. I don't think we're going that low. I mean, I'd say pretty bearish. 15. That'd be a good place to buy probably if you believe in this as a long-term project. $10, 100% homo. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. 100% FOMO. The Hex, bro. In all seriousness, embrace the auto resize. Much love. What do you mean the auto resize? Thanks for a donation so much, man. That's awesome. Maybe I'll FOMO into it. Money flow. Let's look at that. Let's look at that. What are we on? So okay. No, I don't see. Sorry, man. I don't see what you're talking about here. There's no money. This is just. I mean, this looks more like it'll just continue downward. Okay, what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna get off in a minute. Thank you guys all for watching. I got work on another video and do some other stuff. But let's see, Anchor. I think, geez, I've heard of. Alex. I'll look at Anchor right now, and we'll end it. We'll end it like that, guys. Please like the video. Well, at this point, it probably doesn't even matter. Let's look at Anchor. Okay, so daily, that doesn't look, that didn't look half bad. That don't look half bad. Because that would bring you up, if you do repeat this process, somewhere around, I mean, on the daily, yeah, we could, okay, so let's look at the daily. This is looking good, wow. Okay, let's see here. I mean, that does seem to be getting a little bit heated, but you do have the green dot there. I mean, VWAP is coming down. I don't know. On the higher time frames, it looks more bullish than everything else. But on these lower time frames, I mean, it would be, if you really want to, I mean, you do have the anchor wave, trigger wave there, but VWAP is coming to, yeah, I'd say in all likelihood we will correct a little bit. I don't think we'll correct as far as everything else. Maybe 8 cents might be a good place to go in on this. 8.5 cents, something like that. What would be a great indicator is if you have this type of scenario where it just turns green again here on the 4 hour. That would probably be a good place to buy. I don't know anything about Anchor. Is this a real project, a good project? I have no clue. That's too low. Yeah, I mean, you do have money coming out here, so I do think there will be a correction, but I don't think it'll correct as much as everything else. Let's see here. Okay, thanks for the comment, Taylor. Do you look at options closes, for example, the 600 mil for Bitcoin over 50K as a time when not to leverage the market since it gets a bit wild, so easier to leverage the reversal? I don't even know what that means. Options closes that. I'm not really into options. I don't even know, can you do options for Bitcoin? I know nothing about options, guys, but I'm going to take off the main sentiment. We'll just look at Bitcoin one last time. The main sentiment here is, you know, based on a lot of the higher time frames and where we're looking with the VWAPs and stuff like this, and the scary 6 hour scenario we talked about earlier. I ain't looking along. Yet. I'm looking more to either short or you know, wait on the 15 minute. If we have a scenario like this, we come up, and then, you know, tomorrow maybe we'll come down, or actually the 10 minute was better. Yeah, I mean, might not be the worst place to short down to this level. May not be the worst place. Not financial advice. Anything could happen. It's not my fault if you short and lose here, but might not be the worst place. I mean, we could have a scenario like this and come up, and then, yeah, the 10 minute crossover would be a good place to go in. So that's the last thing I wanted to mention to you guys. I hope you really enjoyed the stream, and have a good one, guys. I'm going to head out. Goodbye, guys. Thanks so much to, shout out to Polyfarm S for the donations. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate it. Goodbye.